NFL Daily Brief is here sharp, short, and to the point. Subscribe now and never miss a snap. Brock Purdy received a significant contract extension this offseason, marking the biggest raise in National Football League history.
This 5-year, $265 million contract includes $181 million in guaranteed money and a no-trade clause.
Coach Kyle Shanahan reassured Purdy of his importance to the team during the negotiation process.
This conversation solidified Purdy as the starting quarterback and emphasized his leadership role.
Purdy aims to improve his mobility and quicker release time while focusing on leadership growth.
He also celebrated a personal milestone with the birth of his daughter, Millie Jolene.
Purdy is now the 7th highest paid player in the league.
The 49ers lost almost 20 players this offseason, partially due to budgeting for Purdy's contract.
Purdy is earning significantly more now than in his first 3 National Football League seasons combined.
There are high expectations for Purdy to lead the team back to the playoffs after a disappointing 6-win and 11-loss season.
Purdy's contract negotiations were relatively quick and smooth compared to other recent negotiations within the team.
He prioritized guaranteed money over exceeding the highest-paid quarterback's salary.
Purdy is focused on improving as a player and leader.
He has demonstrated leadership by offering support and encouragement to teammates.
Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders is expected to play in this Saturday's preseason finale against the Los Angeles Rams.
Undrafted rookie wide receiver Isaiah Bond is also expected to play on Saturday after practicing with the team this week.
Browns coach Kevin Stefanski stated that barring any setbacks, Sanders would see the field.
The Browns starters, including newly named starting quarterback Joe Flacco, will play between 20 to 25 snaps.
Dillon Gabriel will serve as the backup quarterback, with Sanders playing third.
Sanders was previously held out of joint practices and the second preseason game due to an oblique strain.
He returned to team drills this Wednesday and practiced again on Thursday.
Sanders downplayed the controversy surrounding comments made by Gabriel during an in-game interview.
Gabriel's comment about entertainers versus competitors was interpreted by some as a reference to Sanders.
Sanders stated that he does not think about other people's comments.
He also mentioned that Gabriel spoke to him and clarified that the comment was not directed at him.
Sanders concluded by saying whether or not he believed Gabriel would not change his life in any way.
Lamar Jackson avoided serious injury after his foot was stepped on during practice.
Coach John Harbaugh confirmed that the X-rays on Jackson's foot showed no damage.
Harbaugh expressed relief after initial uncertainty about the severity of the injury.
He even mentioned that he had been praying for good news regarding Jackson's health.
Jackson did not participate in practice on Thursday due to the incident.
Harbaugh acknowledged that Jackson's foot is likely sore after the injury.
The injury occurred during team drills on Wednesday when Jackson was knocked to the ground.
He briefly continued throwing passes before leaving the field with the training staff.
This is the first time Jackson has been sidelined due to injury this summer.
The Ravens opened their season in 17 days against the Buffalo Bills.
This game is a rematch of last season's American Football Conference divisional round game.
The Ravens are hoping Jackson will be fully recovered by then.
Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Johnny Wilson will have season-ending knee and ankle surgery.
This injury happened during Tuesday's practice, apparently during a Saquon Barkley run play.
Wilson was helped off the field and seemed to favor his left leg.
He was a 2024 sixth-round draft pick from Florida State and was expected to make the 53-man roster.
At 6'6" and 228 pounds, Wilson has a unique size for a wide receiver.
The Eagles valued his blocking and his ability to catch contested passes.
He showed this ability in the preseason opener against the Cincinnati Bengals with 3 catches for 73 yards.
The Philadelphia Inquirer first reported this news.
The Eagles have several other receivers competing for roster spots.
These include Ainias Smith and undrafted rookie Darius Cooper.
The Eagles also recently traded for John Mechie III from the Houston Texans.
In exchange, they sent tight end Harrison Bryant and a 5th-round draft pick in 2026 to Houston.
Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford fully participated in practice this week after recovering from a back injury.
Head coach Sean McVay confirmed Stafford was a 100% participant on Thursday.
Stafford returned to practice on Monday after aggravating a previous back injury during the offseason.
He explained that the injury was not caused by a single incident but developed gradually over time.
Stafford declined to provide details about the injury or his availability for the season opener against the Houston Texans.
He emphasized his focus on taking a day-to-day approach to recovery.
Stafford practiced fully on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday and took first-team repetitions on Wednesday.
McVay stated that Stafford appears to have no restrictions and is playing at a high level.
He noted Stafford is looking like the exceptional player they know and has progressively improved each day.
Stafford acknowledged experiencing soreness but emphasized that he will manage it as he does with other physical issues.
He expressed feeling much more like himself compared to his first practice back on Monday.
Stafford is committed to being prepared for his teammates while also being mindful of his back injury.
Spencer Rattler will start at quarterback for the New Orleans Saints in their preseason finale against the Denver Broncos.
Head coach Kellen Moore confirmed this on Thursday, adding that the plan is to rotate all three quarterbacks into the game.
Tyler Shaw will follow Rattler, and Jake Haener will be the third quarterback to enter the game.
Moore emphasized that this rotation is not indicative of the regular season starting quarterback.
The Saints also intend to play as many starters as possible against the Broncos, including players who have not seen preseason action yet.
This will be Rattler's second preseason start this summer, having previously started against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Tyler Shaw started last week's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Moore stated that the team will not announce a permanent starting quarterback until after the Broncos game.
He explained that they are not putting a timeline on the decision and will wait until it feels right.
Moore assured that they do not intend to keep the starter a secret until the regular season opener.
He joked that they will not be like a college team trying to surprise opponents with their starting quarterback reveal.
The Saints coaching staff is taking a patient approach to this important decision.
Travis Hunter will not participate in the Jaguars' final preseason game on Saturday night.
Hunter, the number 2 draft pick, has been dealing with an upper body injury.
Coach Liam Cohen decided to hold Hunter out of practice as a precaution.
Cohen wants to avoid any risk of Hunter aggravating his injury before the regular season.
The Jaguars are prioritizing Hunter being healthy for their Week 1 game against Carolina.
Hunter could have likely played if it were a regular season game.
Cornerback Tyson Campbell, also dealing with an upper body injury, did not practice either.
Hunter initially sustained the injury during a scrimmage on August 14.
He has been limited to individual drills in recent practices.
He also missed the Jaguars' second preseason game against New Orleans.
Cohen confirmed that no Jaguars starters will play in the preseason finale.
The game against the Dolphins will be held at Hard Rock Stadium.
In May 2024, multiple bullets were fired at the Kansas City Chiefs practice facility, one entering Coach Andy Reid's office while he was present.
Thankfully, no one was injured, but authorities confirmed Thursday that the case remains open and under investigation.
The Kansas City Star initially reported that Coach Reid was alone when a bullet penetrated his office, lodging in a wall.
The team subsequently installed bulletproof glass after this alarming incident.
2 additional bullets reportedly struck the facility, one hitting the 3rd floor and another an outdoor air conditioning unit.
Kansas City police are investigating the incident as aggravated assault due to the building being occupied at the time.
The police statement indicated no evidence suggests this was a targeted attack against any individual or the Chiefs organization.
No arrests have been made, and no charges have been filed in connection with this case.
Chiefs President Mark Donovan stated the organization cooperated fully with authorities.
He emphasized their priority is the safety of staff, fans, and everyone involved with the organization.
Donovan reiterated their commitment to preparedness and security, regardless of location.
This incident follows the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory and their consistent success in the American Football Conference.
Houston Texans safety Jimmy Ward is facing a civil lawsuit following his June arrest on a felony domestic violence charge.
The lawsuit, filed by the woman he allegedly assaulted, seeks over $20 million in damages.
The woman claims Ward violently assaulted her multiple times, both sexually and physically, even in the presence of their 3-year-old child.
Her attorney, Tony Busby, previously represented women in cases against former Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson.
The lawsuit also accuses Ward of emotional abuse, financial manipulation, drug use, and threats against the woman's life.
She alleges that on the morning of his arrest, Ward slapped and choked her, threatened her, and forced her to perform oral sex.
She says she escaped with their child and called 911.
The lawsuit also claims Ward has contacted the woman since his arrest, violating his bond agreement.
He was also recently arrested for another violation after testing positive for alcohol.
Ward's attorney stated their focus is on the grand jury scheduled for the first week of September.
They aim to convince the grand jury not to indict Ward and will address the civil suit later.
The Texans declined to comment, and the National Football League is aware of the situation and in contact with the team.
The 2025 college football season kicks off soon, leading into the NFL season and allowing us to look ahead to the 2026 NFL Draft.
This mock draft is an early prediction, and much can change over the next 8 months as the season unfolds.
The draft order is based on ESPN's Football Power Index, which projects team standings through simulations.
The Jaguars and Falcons do not have first-round picks in 2026 due to previous trades.
Arch Manning is included in this mock draft, despite his grandfather stating he will stay in college for at least 2 seasons.
Manning is eligible for the 2026 draft and may consider entering if he performs well this season.
The Browns hold the first pick in this mock draft and could be looking for a quarterback.
A mock trade has the Jets moving up to the second pick to select quarterback Lenoris Sellers.
Another mock trade has the Saints moving up to the third pick for quarterback Cade Klubnik.
The Giants, after trading down, select defensive tackle Peter Woods with the 4th pick.
Caleb Downs, a safety from Ohio State, goes to the Titans with the 5th pick.
Keldrick Falk, an edge rusher from Auburn, is projected to go to the Panthers with the 6th pick.
For those seeking an exciting NFL game to watch when their favorite team is not playing, watchability is key.
Watchability differs from overall team quality, prioritizing exciting plays and intriguing storylines over strategic game management.
Factors contributing to watchability include big plays, close games, star players, and innovative coaching schemes.
Teams with explosive offenses and defenses that create turnovers and sacks tend to be more exciting to watch.
Close games, even if the teams are not highly ranked, create suspense and keep viewers engaged.
The presence of star players, even on struggling teams, can make games more compelling.
Unconventional play calling and unique schemes add an element of surprise and entertainment.
The Washington Commanders were highly watchable last season due to their close games, fast-paced offense, and exciting quarterback play.
The Baltimore Ravens, with their dynamic backfield of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, promise an explosive and unpredictable offense.
The Detroit Lions, led by their enthusiastic coach Dan Campbell, are expected to continue their high-scoring, aggressive style of play.
The Cincinnati Bengals, with their high-powered offense led by Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, guarantee thrilling games.
The Philadelphia Eagles, with their controversial but effective tush-push and talented players, offer a unique and entertaining experience.
The Atlanta Falcons, known for their close games and unpredictable outcomes, are sure to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Aaron Glenn, the New York Jets' first-year coach, shared his experience with franchise turnarounds to inspire his team.
He presented a visual illustration of his career, highlighting successes with the Detroit Lions and New Orleans Saints.
Glenn also emphasized his time as a Jets cornerback, where he experienced significant losses before reaching the AFC Championship game.
He aims to replicate this turnaround with the current Jets, who have the league's worst record since 2015.
Glenn conducted a unique training camp, starting with a live tackling drill, a practice uncommon in the modern NFL.
He also uses a whistle, a symbol of his old-school coaching style, emphasizing discipline and pride.
Glenn started practices earlier in the cooler morning hours, focusing on tempo, identity, and discipline.
He is not afraid of confronting players, earning their respect through direct feedback and high standards.
Glenn's connection with owner Woody Johnson fosters harmony within the organization.
He also organized a team screening of Spike Lee's movie, demonstrating a balance between seriousness and team bonding.
Glenn maintains a professional yet sometimes gruff demeanor with the media.
During the first public practice, he was moved by the fans chanting, reflecting on his return to the Jets.
Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, former Iowa State wide receivers, are now Houston Texans rookies.
During their college days, they used a unique method to decide who would get the big play opportunity: rock, paper, scissors.
This playful competition highlighted their strong bond, which they have carried into the NFL.
Both were drafted in the 2025 draft, Higgins in the second round and Noel in the third.
They support each other through the challenges of their rookie season, sharing insights and studying the playbook together.
This close relationship is rare in the NFL, as few teams draft 2 receivers from the same college in the same draft.
The Texans are the 12th team to do so since 1967, following the Los Angeles Chargers in 2023.
Historically, such duos have struggled to replicate their college success in the pros.
However, Higgins and Noel hope to break this trend, aiming to contribute meaningfully to the Texans.
Their coach, DeMeco Ryans, has observed their inseparable bond and consistent hard work, noting their dedication to improvement.
During training camp, they compete daily and practice together, constantly striving to enhance their skills.
As the regular season approaches, Higgins and Noel face a competitive receiver room, but they remain determined to make an impact.
Many National Football League teams face quarterback uncertainty, making this season crucial for several players and franchises.
This analysis focuses on 12 teams where the quarterback situation could drastically change by 2026.
Kyler Murray is signed with the Arizona Cardinals through 2027, but his future is not entirely secure.
If Murray struggles, the Cardinals could consider other options, including the 2026 draft.
Bryce Young, the Carolina Panthers quarterback, faces a make-or-break year.
The Panthers must decide on Young's fifth-year option, which could determine his future with the team.
The Cleveland Browns have a complicated quarterback situation with several players vying for the starting position.
This includes veteran Joe Flacco and rookies Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Daniel Jones will start for the Indianapolis Colts, but Anthony Richardson Sr. could still be a factor.
The Colts face a difficult decision regarding Richardson's fifth-year option.
Geno Smith is the Las Vegas Raiders' starting quarterback, but his contract offers the team flexibility.
The Raiders could pursue other quarterbacks in the 2026 draft if Smith does not perform well.
The National Football League offseason is a dynamic period where teams refine their rosters through trades.
Analyzing these trades provides insight into team strategies and potential outcomes.
The Jets addressed their defensive line needs by acquiring Harrison Phillips from the Vikings.
Phillips, a veteran run-stuffer, will likely start alongside Quinnen Williams.
The Jets gave up 2 sixth-round picks and a 7th-round pick for Phillips and some salary relief.
This is a sensible short-term move for the Jets to bolster their defense.
The Saints acquired wide receiver Devon Vele from the Broncos for draft picks.
Vele adds height and slot experience to the Saints' receiving core.
The Broncos capitalized on Vele's age and their receiver depth to gain valuable draft capital.
This trade represents a good return on investment for the Broncos.
The Dolphins made a surprising move by trading for retired tight end Darren Waller.
Waller provides a much-needed receiving option for quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
The Dolphins acquired Waller at a low cost, making it a low-risk, high-reward move.
This trade strengthens the Dolphins' offense with minimal investment.
The National Football League preseason is underway, with teams preparing for the 2025 season and making final roster adjustments.
We are tracking every trade before the season begins on September 4th.
Recent deals include the blockbuster trade between the Dolphins and Steelers involving Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, and Minkah Fitzpatrick.
The Jets traded for 2 defensive tackles, the Saints acquired receiver Devon Vele, and the 49ers added Sky Moore.
The Chiefs traded wide receiver Sky Moore to the 49ers, who have several injured receivers.
The Broncos traded Devon Vele to the Saints for draft picks.
The Jets acquired defensive tackle Harrison Phillips from the Vikings.
The Jets also added defensive tackle Jovan Briggs from the Browns.
The Jaguars acquired defensive tackle Colin Saunders from the Saints in exchange for center Luke Fortner.
The Texans and Eagles traded Harrison Bryant and John Mechie III, along with draft picks.
The Raiders traded Jacorian Bennett to the Eagles for Thomas Booker IV.
Darren Waller came out of retirement to join the Dolphins.
Jamar Chase is a strong first overall pick due to his age, prolific past season, and the Bengals returning a similar offense.
At pick 20, consider running backs like Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, or Josh Jacobs, especially if they fall to you.
Bijan Robinson and Saquon Barkley are strong contenders for the second pick due to their potential for high-volume touches.
With the 19th pick, running backs like Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, or Bucky Irving are often available.
Justin Jefferson is a strong consideration for the third pick, given his record-setting fantasy production early in his career.
Bucky Irving is an intriguing option for the 18th pick, potentially offering value relative to his projections.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a viable option at the 4th pick, having outscored Saquon Barkley last season.
Derrick Henry is a strong consideration for the 17th pick, representing a value pick if he falls that far.
Saquon Barkley should not fall past the 5th pick in a 10-team draft.
The 16th pick presents a potential dilemma between running backs, wide receivers, and even tight end Brock Bowers.
CeeDee Lamb is a strong contender at the 6th pick, along with other top-tier options.
The 15th pick offers a variety of options, including remaining wide receivers or running back Devin Achane.
Liz Loza explains her rationale for ranking rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than veteran Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This draft guide offers resources for various fantasy football leagues, from casual redraft to deep dynasty formats.
ESPN Fantasy provides tools like rankings, cheat sheets, player projections, and mock drafts to aid in draft preparation.
The guide caters to both experienced players and newcomers to fantasy football.
Resources include printable cheat sheets, ultimate cheat sheets, and 2025 player projections by Mike Clay.
Depth charts for offense and defense are also available.
Rankings encompass staff consensus, superflex, IDP, dynasty, and individual lists.
Expert analysis includes quarterback tiers by Eric Moody and running back tiers by Eric Carabell.
Wide receiver and tight end tiers are also provided, along with Mike Clay's top 192 draftable players.
The guide offers mock draft results from over 30 experts for 10-team PPR leagues.
Additional mocks cover various league formats, including 12-team PPR and Superflex leagues.
Advice and analysis are provided by experts like Tristan H. Cockcroft and Matt Bowen.
Anthony Richardson joined the Indianapolis Colts with high expectations after being drafted 4th overall in 2023.
The Colts initially signaled their commitment to Richardson as their franchise quarterback, even naming him the opening day starter after limited preseason play.
However, the Colts recently named Daniel Jones their Week 1 starter, creating uncertainty about Richardson's future with the team.
This decision raises questions about Richardson's career trajectory and potential exit from Indianapolis.
While it is too soon to definitively say he will leave, this move makes an eventual departure more probable.
Richardson's agent expressed surprise at the decision and stated that all options are now being considered.
If Richardson does not play this season, he will have only one season's worth of games played in 3 years.
This is not the first time the Colts have chosen another quarterback over Richardson, having briefly benched him for Joe Flacco last season.
The Colts' commitment to Richardson is questionable after twice opting to start someone else.
It is difficult to assess Richardson's trade market value given the recent news and the Colts' desire to keep him.
However, there is likely some interest, potentially comparable to the trade value of Trey Lance.
Head coach Shane Steichen explained the decision to start Jones was based on nuanced aspects of quarterback play, such as pre-snap reads and accuracy.
The Houston Texans are favored to win the AFC South for a third consecutive time.
The Jacksonville Jaguars and Indianapolis Colts are close behind, despite the Jaguars having a 4-13 record last season.
The Tennessee Titans have the lowest odds, but rookie quarterback Cam Ward offers them a glimmer of hope.
Experts have differing opinions on the Colts, Jaguars, and Titans exceeding their projected win totals.
One analyst believes the Colts will surpass 7.5 wins due to their strong offense and defense.
However, another analyst predicts the Jaguars will fall short of 7.5 wins, citing concerns about their quarterback and defense.
A different analyst is optimistic about the Titans exceeding 5.5 wins, thanks to the addition of Cam Ward and improvements to their offensive line.
The Texans finished last season with a 10-7 record, while the Colts went 8-9.
The Jaguars struggled with a 4-13 record, and the Titans had an even worse 3-14 season.
These records will undoubtedly influence the betting odds and predictions for the upcoming season.
It will be interesting to see how each team performs and if they can meet or exceed expectations.
The AFC South promises an exciting and competitive season with much to be determined.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.